All right, still we're heading to the newspaper review at this point, and Olamide is on standby for us right now. Olamide, what's happening on the front pages this morning?
Right, good morning, Theophilus. Interesting stories on the front pages of the newspapers this morning. And of course, top on that list is the visit of Chinese foreign minister to Nigerians. We've seen a whole lot of reactions to that. And we have the New Telegraph. The big story here says, Tinubu seeks China support for Nigeria's permanent Security Council bid. The president is demanding an increase in $2 billion currency swap deal, 6 upward review of $50 billion aid package for Africa. And China is also to train 6,000 military personnel, 1,000 police officers for African countries. And back here, Sanwo-Olu signs 3.366 trillion naira 2025 budget into law. And on the 2025 appropriation bill, Senate grills ministers, heads of agencies, while Edo begs for closed-door session on fuel subsidy proceeds as upper chamber orders the NOA, NAN DJs to represent proposals. And a federal story here says child maltreatment might alter sperm, impacts future generations' brain developments. On security, Borno military base attack, take war to terrorist bandit camp. President Tinubu orders the army. He has also directed a thorough probe of the incident. The federal government rejects foreign mercenaries. But that's it on the New Telegraph. And next is the Salient Times newspaper. On the Salient Times this morning, the federal government is also to partner with China for production of military equipment in the country. Is calling for an increase in China-Nigeria currency swap. There is also a warning against external interference in African affairs. Lagos police arraigned teacher for physically assaulting 3-year-old pupil in viral video. And of course, the governor of Lagos State has signed a 3.366 trillion naira Lagos 2025 budget. Wale Edun begs for closed-door session on fuel subsidy proceeds in the 2025 budget defense. Chief of Defense Staff accuses foreign countries of funding, providing weapons for Boko Haram. In Rivers State, Fubara thinks he is above the Constitution, Mowele, after enacting 3 laws without the governor's consent. The court has summoned Tunji Ojo, the AF, over proposed expatriates employment levy in the region. And next is the Punch newspaper. On the Punch newspaper, Nigeria-China plan collaboration on military training arms production. China has announced a $1 billion grant for Nigeria orders to train over 7,000 military personnel. Senate grills finance minister over subsidy savings. And Afenifere Buho offer support as police squad combat the Southwest bandits. So Wolu has signed a 3.36 trillion naira 2025 budget, opens 5 roads in Lagos State. And of course, outside Nigeria, there have been reactions to the burial of former President Jimmy Carter. Biden-Trump orders pay tribute as the United States buries Carter. And next is Daily Independent. On Daily Independent newspaper, hiring foreign mercenaries not an option. The federal government is reacting to the security challenges in Nigeria. The federal government is expected to work with China in domesticating the production of military equipment. Tinubu urges China to increase $2 billion currency swap deal with Nigeria. China backs Nigeria expanding currency swap line, issuing panda bonds. In Edo State, Paolo accuses suspended local government chairman of squandering over 83 billion naira. Take the battle to bandit terrorist camps. Tinubu charges the Nigerian army. NCDC says no HMPV in Nigeria will on alert. Commence testing. HMPV not new. WHO insists advice against travel bans. And under the 2025 budget, Defense Finance Minister panics as Senate probes revenue from subsidy court. That's it on Daily Independent. To the Nation newspaper, on the 2025 first budget defense as it opens, we've seen reactions to that. The finance minister, we've seen Edun Idris also take first shot as they defend the 2025 budget. Environment minister is also making a presentation before the lawmakers. Council chiefs unable to account for 83 billion naira allocation in Edo State. That's according to the governor. CBN suspends export process repatriation extension. The court to rule on Osun APC case next week. But that's it on the Nation newspaper. To the first news, Southwest on edge. Afenifere sounds alarm over rising bandit movement in the Southwest region. We've seen the group reiterate time and time over banditry and kidnapping on a rise in the Southwest region. Sunday Igboho says if Nigeria is not working, let's go our separate ways. Sunday Igboho is quoted as saying, in Rivers, Fubara presents staff of office to Asari Dokubo as traditional ruler. Interesting. Nigeria ready to tackle potential HMPV outbreak, the federal government is saying. Attention as the Mewule-led Rivers Assembly overrides Fubara's veto on key bills. Budget has highlighted concerns over 2025 budget omissions and irregularities in the region. Well, let's go to the Nigerian newspaper. And of course, top on the newspaper this morning is a security concern as the federal government has ordered a probe of the killing of soldiers recently in the Borno Army base. President Tinubu has tasked the military to proactively take the war to camps of bandit terrorists and urgently tackle the influx of bandits in the southwest region as the Afenifere have sounded an alarm and have also challenged the governors. Still on insecurity, Nigeria is partnering with China in local production of military equipment. Reps committee decries poor funding for Environment Ministry. That's expected to come to the fore at the 2025 budget defense. And the finance minister, Edun, begs senators for closed session on subsidy savings and also debt servicing in Nigeria. But the next is the Hope newspaper. And on the Hope newspaper, Nigeria is asking the EFCC to name its 10 indicted officials. We've seen reactions to that also, and Nigerians are also calling on the anti-agency to name some of the indicted officials in that case. To the leadership newspaper, the Kano senator is talking about traffic probe in the country. That's on the leadership. The senator says it's a Marjorie Affairs movement and also fault mode of transportation. We only want children reunited with their families. To Daily Trust, this is a very sad one. Many killed as gunmen attack Katsina villages. On Nigerian News Direct, telecom sector risk stifled growth on the investment amid grappling challenges. And on Platform Times, a story here says, drowning in plastic, the battle against marine pollution in Lagos coastal waters. To the Daily Times, First Bank, why stakeholders want $10 out. And on The Guardian, health concerns over affordability, safety, quality of infant milk. That's a report there. And on the Nature newspaper, maritime industry can generate 7 trillion naira for Nigeria's maritime industry. And finally, we have with us the Sporting Life. And on the Sporting Life this morning, it says that Boniface in Osimhen lookout. Guavos Ghana's Black Stars rumors dismissed. Well, that's it on the newspapers this morning, Theophilus.
Well, Olamide, that's some sizzling headlines there this morning on the newspapers. Thank you so much.